Okay, everyone, please be seated. As Dean of the Purdue University College of Veterinary Medicine, it is my happy privilege to welcome all of you to the 2023 Purdue Veterinary Medicine graduation ceremony. It is wonderful that we can be together today to recognize our class of 2023. Hey! Yeah, this is truly a remarkable class. Graduates, you've had the unique experience of completing, most of your education during a global pandemic. As the world faced unprecedented challenges, and colleges and universities across the country had to adapt to find new ways to safely educate their students, you persevered in your learning. Initially, as Purdue converted to online learning, and then as the university led the way nationally in safely returning to in-person instruction, you showed commitment, resolve, and caring as you abided by the Protect Purdue Pledge and persistently pursued your degree. As a result, here we are today to recognize your graduation as our class of 2023 veterinary nursing and Doctor of Veterinary Medicine graduates. Hey! If ever there was a time to celebrate, it is today. So we are very pleased to continue a long-standing and beloved tradition in our college by conducting our oath ceremony as part of today's graduation celebration. Ever since our first class graduated way back in 1963, the college has held the oath ceremony in conjunction with the main university commencement exercises in May. Initially, the ceremony involved administering the veterinarian's oath. Then, in the mid-1970s, our college established the Purdue Veterinary Technology Program to educate the nurses in our profession. In 1976, our first class of veterinary technician students graduated, and since that time, we have also had to conduct the veterinary technician oath ceremony. Our college is committed to and takes pride in educating the entire veterinary medical team, a team that is cohesive and inclusive. Therefore, we united the oath ceremonies for veterinary nurses and veterinarians into one program. Today, this combined oath ceremony provides a beautiful picture of the concept of the veterinary team and our leadership nationally in educating that team. In fact, of the more than 33 veterinary schools and colleges in this country, only 4 have both DVM and veterinary nursing or technology programs. So today, it is a great honor and privilege to conduct this ceremony for our class of 2023. And we are so pleased that each one of you has joined us for this very special occasion. So graduates, as you embarked on your careers in the veterinary medical profession, you join an alumni network that also reflects the veterinary team. Numbering more than 5,000, our college's alumni population includes veterinarians, veterinary technicians, technologists, and nurses, as well as recipients of a variety of graduate degrees. Now, at this time, I'm very pleased to introduce the president of the Purdue Veterinary Alumni Association, Dr. Angela Demery, who earned her Purdue DVM degree in 2022. After leaving Purdue, Dr. Demery went on to earn a Master of Public Health in Biostatistics and Epidemiology from the University of Southern California's Keck School of Medicine. She is also a certified high-performance coach and host of the Beyond the Stethoscope podcast. Dr. Demery recently retired as a major in the United States Army Reserve and has enjoyed a diverse career path in companion animal and equine sports medicine practice, regulatory medicine, politics, and policy. Dr. Demery currently serves as president of the American Association of Food Safety and Public Health Veterinarians. She is a member of the Indiana Health Foundation Board and the Indiana Veterinary Medical Association's Innovation Task Force. In her free time, if she can find any, Dr. Demery spends time with her horse, Tommy, as well as hiking and turning nature into art with her photography. We are very proud of Dr. Demery. Dr. Demery, would you please come forward to address our veterinary nursing and Doctor of Veterinary Medicine graduates on behalf of the Purdue Veterinary Alumni Association. Please come forward.
Well, good afternoon, and thank you, Dean Reed, for such a kind introduction. So I am Dr. Angela Demery, your current president of your Purdue Veterinary Alumni Association. And as Dean said, I am a graduate of Purdue's College of Veterinary Medicine class of 2002. Standing here with you today, I remember taking my oath after commencement. And since then, I've served in many capacities as a veterinarian, everything from equine sports medicine and surgery to companion animal practice, small animal relief practice, advocating on behalf of our profession in Washington, D.C., and a few more things that Dean Reed had mentioned as well. So speaking from experience, I can honestly say that veterinary medicine is and continues to be one of the most diverse and rewarding professions. Through my experiences in this winding and wonderful career, I can tell you that success comes in many forms, but it won't always be easy. Professional challenges will test your knowledge and your patience. The key is to persevere. Perseverance is one of the most powerful and amazing traits in life. Perseverance is what gets you up off the mat after you've been kicked in the teeth. It's what drives you at 1 a.m. to treat that colicky horse when you'd rather be sleeping. And it's what gets you up at 5 a.m. that next morning to do it all over again. Through perseverance, great things can be accomplished. And now it's your turn to go out into the world and accomplish those great things. To paraphrase Gandhi, we must be the change we want to see in the world. So if you see something wrong, right it. If you see an injustice, address it. If you see a problem, fix it. Never doubt for a second the impact that you can have on your community, your state, and your nation. Your voice matters. Your opinion has value. Your point of view is unique, and it differs from all others. I truly believe that the things we can achieve through hard work, determination, and above all else, perseverance, is in fact limitless. There is no ceiling to what we can accomplish, no boundary we cannot cross, and no limit to your potential. On behalf of your Purdue Veterinary Alumni Association, I welcome you to this wonderful profession. You are now carrying the Boilermaker legacy with you and will forever be a member of the Purdue family. We hope you stay engaged as a member of the Purdue Veterinary Alumni Association, and boiler up.
Thank you for those inspiring words, Dr. Demery. We're also pleased to have with us today a representative of the Indiana Veterinary Technician Association who will address our veterinary nursing program graduates. Ashley Selke is a Navy veteran an accomplished credentialed veterinary technician working as an instructional technologist for the Veterinary Nursing Distance Learning Program at the Purdue College of Veterinary Medicine. With a career spanning over 10 years, she possesses a wealth of knowledge and experience in various areas of the veterinary field. After completing her education and becoming a credentialed veterinary technician, Ashley quickly became involved in association leadership, serving as the Director of Marketing and State Representative on the Arkansas Veterinary Technician Association's Executive Board. Simultaneously, she also took on the role of District 8 Representative for the National Association of Veterinary Technicians in America, NAVTA, representing Texas, Louisiana, and Arkansas. In recognition of her significant contributions to the profession, Ashley was honored with the Arkansas Veterinary Technician of the Year Award in 2018. Currently, she is actively engaged in the state of Indiana, where she serves as the president-elect of the Indiana Veterinary Technician Association and is the Registered Veterinary Technician Board representative on the Indiana Board of Veterinary Medical Examiners. At the national level, Ashley worked her way to the president of NAVTA, during which she established NAVTA's Government Relations Committee and now serves as the board liaison for that committee in her current role as immediate past president. The committee has been instrumental in supporting veterinary technician associations in over 20 states, helping them achieve various governance-related goals such as title protection, credentialing, and influencing high legislative initiatives impacting the veterinary profession. Ashley's unwavering passion lies in advocating for veterinary nurses and advancing the veterinary medicine profession. She firmly believes that meaningful change can only be achieved through active involvement and advocacy. So Ashley, would you please come forward to address our graduates on behalf of the Indiana Veterinary Technician Association.
Oh, wow. I finally made it to the Purdue stage as a speaker. A special bow to the class of 2023. I thank you all for allowing me to be a part of this conclusion in this chapter of your lives and the commencement of your next chapter. To say that I'm honored doesn't even begin to quantify the depth of gratitude that really accompanies being able to speak to you all on such an occasion. Not too many little girls from rural Texas that are the product of teenage parents get to make it all the way here to this premier stage. And I consider this a defining milestone in a very long and blessed career. My hope here today is that I can be a source of inspiration. I'm going to address my remarks to anybody that has ever felt inferior, disadvantaged, or just let down by life. This speech is for you. I will be honest with you, I felt a lot of pressure over the last week since I was asked to stand in and give this speech for the IVTA president. I was planning on having another year in order to do my speech in 2024, but things happen, and I get to be here with you all today. But here I am, president-elect, also known as the understudy. I wanted to come up with something that I could share with you all that you hadn't heard before, because after all, y'all went to Purdue, and I did not. But then I realized you don't have to go to Purdue to have a driven, persistent, type A personality, but it helps. And while I may not have graduated from here, I admit that my personality is about as Purdue as they come. Since coming to work for the organization in January 2021, I now bleed black and gold. Boiler up. Yes. Once upon a time, I was a young woman trying to figure out what I wanted to do in life. My grandparents raised me due to me having young teenage parents, and they were the best parents. Shout out to the grandparents in the room. But having money for college wasn't something that was planned for. As the first person in my family having went to college, I knew that I was going to have to navigate this on my own. I made the decision to join the United States Navy. As my military service drew to a close, I faced a crucial decision. Do I continue my military career, or do I risk it and go for something that I really want to do? And that was to be a veterinarian. I feel the room can sympathize with me that all growing up, whenever asked we wanted to be growing up, we confidently answer with a veterinarian, or I want to help animals. You see, no one tells you growing up that there's anything other than to be a veterinarian if you want to save animals. So I thought that this was what I was about to seek out. During my research of finding the path I was to take, I came across veterinary technology, or veterinary nursing as you know it. I thought, this is wonderful. I can use my GI Bill to go to school, and I can see where this path takes me in my journey to becoming a veterinarian. But along the way, something changed. I discovered the vast arrays of responsibilities and opportunities that veterinary nurses had, and I wanted to take that on for myself. I was now immersed in a newly opened up world, and I knew there was no stopping this train. I was going to take it all the way to the top, and I did just that. I became the president of the National Association for Veterinary Technicians last year. But my path to the top was anything but graceful, and was a lot of failure along the way. My schooling took me longer than most of my peers. What took them a few years took me a few years more. I went through a dark period of depression and anxiety after losing a parent, my grandfather. It set me back, and I failed out of my classes. But I kept going. I had to write to the dean of my school and explain the series of events that led to myself doing poorly in my academics, and ask for a second chance to redeem myself. This had never happened in the history of my school, but I was let back in with no chances for mistakes. Once I received the appropriate mental care and medications, I received accolades in both attendance and the dean's list for the remainder of my education. When it came time to take my national exam, or what we know as the VT&E, or Veterinary Technician National Exam, I was so nervous when I entered the testing center, but I completed it. You see, once you take the test, and at the very end, you are given a preliminary pass-fail. I waited for the words to come up, and then I saw it. Fail. I was devastated. The test is only open at certain intervals, and I would have to wait until I could apply to take it again, and I told myself I would come back stronger. During this time, I was married to an active duty Army man, and we had 2 beautiful daughters, but having 2 babies and a husband deployed doesn't really make things easy. So when I took the exam for the second time, again, fail, but I kept going. But you know what happened the third time? That's right, I failed. But I kept going. I was in Tennessee at this point, and if you fail 3 times, you have to apply to the Veterinary Medical Examining Board to sit for the exam for a 4th time. I got all my documents together and pled my case to the board. I was graciously granted with another attempt, and I knew this would be one of my last chances. It was then that I reached out to my colleagues, both technicians and DVMs. I also studied with my medical director and peers endlessly, and my mentor, Dr. Jerilis Marin Morales of Puerto Rico. She gave me the best advice, and I still give it out to this day. She said that there is no such thing as failure. Failure is just life trying to lead us in another direction. And with those words and following the advice, I chose to keep going. She then told me that I was to take the test and that I had to do 3 things. First, on the way to the exam, I had to put on my favorite hype song on repeat. I chose Khalees, I'm Bossy. Some of you will have to look that up and Google that, but it will not disappoint. The second part was that when I get to the exam site, I had to go to the bathroom. Not because I had to go, I just had to do it. And then third, once I was in the bathroom, I was to look myself in the mirror and tell myself, I've got this, I'm an amazing woman, and I'm going to own this test. And so she used more colorful words than that, but I'll let you imagine what they were. And I did everything exactly as she stated, and then I got the words that I'd waited years to see. Finally, a pass. Woo! Not only did I pass, but I owned that test. Once credentialed, I knew that I wanted to join associations and speak for other people who had been in my shoes. It was a rocky start. I didn't get the first position I ran for, which was a vice president seat on a state association, but I kept going. I tried again the next year and was elected as the director of marketing for an association. It was there that I let my attributes shine. I was able to bring forth their website, bring it into the new age, people could pay non-dues revenue online, and so much more. In 2018, I was awarded the Arkansas Veterinary Technician of the Year for my contributions to that association. What became clear to me, because it wasn't always clear to me what I was to do on my path, don't expect to know right away, but it became clear to me that I was put on this earth to use my voice to illuminate the struggles of veterinary nurses everywhere, to give them a path and a stage to advocate for the right to practice at their full extent of their scope of practice, to have the right to title protection and enforcement, and the right to fair compensation for their education. So many times in this field, decisions are made for us that are not made by us, and that can be completely defeating. Today, I stand before you in the many roles that I held for the state, as Dr. Reed had told you, but this is what I wanted to tell you. I kept going. If you would have let me in any of these situations, if I would have, that I shared here today, stopped me, I would not be where I am today, able to have the platform to speak at the College of Veterinary Medicine and veterinary nurses. Did you know that there are only 4 colleges of veterinary colleges that have veterinary technician schools, just like Dean Reed said? So how lucky you are to be among those that get to learn from each other. So this is what I wanted to share with you all. It doesn't matter how far you rise, at some point you are bound to stumble. Because if you're constantly doing what you're doing to raise the bar, if you're constantly pushing yourself higher and higher, the law of averages is that you will at some point fall. And when you do, I want you to remember this, know this, that there is no such thing as failure. Failure is just life trying to move us in another direction. So really the question is, what are we going to do about it? Or really, what are you going to do about it? Maybe you agree with these beliefs, maybe you don't. Maybe you'll care about these issues, or maybe there are other challenges that you, the class of 2023, are passionate about. But you must advocate for the change you want to see. Join the state associations of IVMA and IVTA. Join your national associations to create a better world for the entire veterinary team, because without our counterparts, we are nothing. From time to time, you may stumble and fall, and you will for sure count on this. No doubt, you will have questions, and you will have doubts about your path. But I do know this. If you're willing to listen to the other voices in the room, to be guided by the inner voice in you that is your GPS within yourself, and keep going, you will be more than okay, you will be happy, you will be successful, and you will make a difference in the veterinary world. Congratulations, class of 2023. Congratulations to your families, and good luck in all your adventures that you have to come.
Thank you, Ashley. Those were very inspiring words. It reminded me of a quote from Booker T. Washington. He once said that success is not measured by the titles that you have or even your accomplishments, but success is measured by the obstacles that you've had to overcome. And by any measure, you have been successful. And we are glad that you left Arkansas and came to Indiana. Our college also enjoys a close and supportive relationship with the Indiana Veterinary Medical Association. As the professional association representing Indiana's veterinarians, the IVMA is dedicated to advancing organized veterinary medicine in the state, and it is a tradition to invite the IVMA president to formally recognize our new graduates. This year, we are pleased to have with us the current president of the Indiana Veterinary Medical Association, Dr. Greg Kurtz. Dr. Kurtz is a 1982 graduate of our college and has been in private practice for over 40 years, specializing in dairy and beef cattle. He and his wife, Robin, who is also a 1982 Purdue DVM graduate, own Kurtz Veterinary Clinic in Hagerstown, Indiana. So Dr. Kurtz, would you please come forward to address our veterinary nursing and DVM graduates on behalf of the IVMA.
Today is an important day. Today is a special day. Congratulations on your achievements. On behalf of over 1,600 veterinarians who are members of the Indiana Veterinary Medical Association, I truly congratulate you on your achievement. And I can tell you this is special because after over 40 years, I remember what this day meant to me. I can say from the bottom of my heart, I really love this profession. And I actually really love being a Boilermaker. So congratulations. I remember my graduation day 41 years ago, received my diploma in Elliott Hall of Music. In those days, we did the oath ceremony over in Loeb Playhouse. It was a windy day, cold windy day. We walked over to Loeb Playhouse, did the veterinarian's oath. And then we had a reception up on second floor of Stewart Center. And family was with us. And I remember introducing my dad to Dr. Lou Runnels, one of the professors and who I held as a strong mentor in my life. We had dinner in the Sagamore room, and I remember just celebrating with family and friends, and I encourage you to enjoy the day and celebrate. I do not remember any words from any speeches that day. And so you will probably not remember mine. But I do urge you to celebrate. But I have just 4 thoughts I want to touch on today. We talk about this in our practice, and I think if you keep this in mind every day, you will feel success and you will feel good about your work as a veterinarian. And the first one is to be an advocate. Be an advocate for the animal. I think our most important role as a veterinarian is to be an advocate for the animal. In companion animal practice, that little dog or that cat on your exam table is extremely vulnerable. It may be there because of misinformation, because of misconceptions, ignorance. You're the person there to be that animal advocate. Our job is to protect the health, well-being, and welfare of animal patients, and we can do this every day. And it's my job to be the advocate for that lactating dairy cow, that newborn calf, or that feedlot steer. They all deserve welfare and a good life. So number 1, be an animal advocate. Number 2, provide service. This is a service profession, and we must provide service to our clients. In order to do that, it's by listening. Listen to their needs, then use your education and expertise to develop the plan to satisfy their needs while being an advocate for their animal. So 1, advocate for the animal, 2, service to the clients. Number 3 is be a lifelong learner. Every day, have an open mind to learn new things. I can tell you the way that I work today is very different than the way I worked 40 years ago. If I worked the way I did 40 years ago, I would be out of business. So have a goal to learn new things every day. You can learn that new surgical procedure. You can learn new ways of doing things, new treatment plans, but you need to have an open mind. There is learning through online learning, through self-study, but I really encourage you to attend in-person CE. I've met so many great veterinarians at conferences across the money, and those relationships are important to me. So 1, be an advocate for the animal. 2, be of service to our clients. 3, be a lifelong learner. And 4, enjoy life and enjoy practice. Veterinary practice is extremely hectic and busy, but take time to enjoy the animals in front of you and appreciate the clients that come depend on you. Many clients are extremely good friends of mine. Several years ago, I had a client's son, I think he's probably 12 years old, and he said to me, "Doc," he said, on this farm, we cannot use the F word. And I kind of looked at him with a puzzled expression. He said, "Fun." He said, "We don't have any fun around here, it's all work." Well, I know his dad really well. And his dad is a competitive and hard-pushing dairyman. But, work can be fun. And so take time to have fun and enjoy your practice and enjoy life. So advocate for the animal, be of service, lifelong learner, and enjoy and have fun. So in closing, Dr. Vivek Murphy, he's a Surgeon General of the United States. He says, we have problems, especially after the pandemic, with not being together, not having togetherness. And he wrote this book. And he has a quote in here from Jane Howard, who wrote about families. So this is the quote: "Call it a clan, call it a network, call it a tribe, call it a family. Whatever you call it, whoever you are, you need one. You need one because you are human." So as a human, as a Boilermaker, and as a veterinarian, I welcome you to the Boilermaker family, and I welcome you to the veterinary profession. I look forward to working with many of you.
Thank you, Dr. Kurtz. I was thinking back on my graduation, what did I remember from the speeches? I remember 2 words: donate often. The graduates we are honoring today are very deserving of this recognition. This ceremony acknowledges their great achievement in becoming Purdue University veterinary nursing and Doctor of Veterinary Medicine graduates. So at this time, we're going to recognize our Veterinary Nursing Program Associate in Applied Science and Bachelor's of Science degree graduates who have attained a valued position in the veterinary health care delivery team. These graduates have earned the right to be identified by wearing the Purdue University Veterinary Nursing Pin, which they will receive when they come forward to the stage as their names are called. We're very proud of these veterinary nursing program graduates. And now, it is my privilege to introduce their class responder, Brooke Tariani, registered veterinary technician. Brooke is from Palatine, Illinois, and is excited to start her veterinary career working in an emergency clinic in Chicago. Brooke hopes to learn a lot about emergency medicine and one day earn her veterinary technician specialty in emergency and critical care. She will miss the opportunity she enjoyed at Purdue, serving as president of the Veterinary Nursing Student Organization and as a veterinary nursing ambassador and tutor. In her free time, Brooke loves to participate in theater, play video games, and plan for the future herd of guinea pigs. So please help me welcome Brooke to the stage.
Hi, guys. So when I found out I received this incredible honor to speak at graduation, I was so excited. But then I was like, oh my gosh, what do I talk about? So I turned to family and friends for advice. At first, I thought they were less than helpful with suggestions like, talk about how you stuck your arm into that cow that one time, or talk about dogs. I got talk about dogs from maybe like 5 different people, and I thought, okay, this is not helping. But then I realized something. People really care about animals. It reminded me why I became interested in veterinary medicine and likely why most of the graduates here started working toward a career in veterinary medicine. The love we have for animals. We are dedicating our lives to the human-animal bond and protecting it. We are dedicating our lives to healing. Knowing this, I am so proud to be part of Vet Med and to graduate alongside such caring and determined people. Despite the unwavering compassion and determination we share for veterinary medicine, it wasn't always easy. Vet Med is hard. If you took a walk through Lynn Hall on any given day, you would be likely to see huddles of students stressing about an upcoming physiology exam or a clinical pathology assignment. You would also probably see some sort of caffeinated beverage in their hands. The coffee flows freely in the College of Vet Med. Should you venture near the anatomy lab, the smell of embalming fluid is likely to flood your nose, which is always a shock to the system. You'll hear laughing throughout Lynn Hall, but also some crying too. The bathrooms near the cafe were my go-to spot for a good sob. I cried in there no less than 3 times, which is honestly not that bad. I'd call that a win. What I'm trying to say is that veterinary school is hard. It's stressful, it's overwhelming, and it's chaotic. You are put in situations you've never experienced before, but here we are graduating now because we persevered. You are a better person now than you were 4 years ago. Vet school breeds a special kind of person, one that is knowledgeable yet empathetic. I want you to know how accomplished you are because I feel like imposter syndrome is especially pervasive throughout veterinary medicine. I've seen both DVM and vet nursing students say, I don't know what I'm doing, or I'm not qualified, and then totally kill it at whatever they're doing. You are qualified and you do know what you're doing. Think of yourself from 4 years ago. Imagine telling yourself all the cool things you learned and are now able to do. Think of yourself in another 4 years and imagine how much you'll grow during that time. Sometimes when you're climbing up a mountain, all you can think about is putting one foot in front of the other. Sometimes you forget to look out at the view and appreciate the progress you've made. I'd like to take some time now to say some thank yous on behalf of the veterinary nursing class of 2023. To all of our instructors, thank you for your knowledge, your passion, and your endless patience. Thank you to our families for your unconditional support. I'd also like to say sorry to our families for all the gross pictures and stories we've sent your way. It will not stop now that we're graduating. It may actually get worse, so prepare yourself. Thank you to the DVM students for working with us and sharing your knowledge. Utilize your vet nurses. We will make your lives easier, I promise. To my fellow veterinary nursing students, thank you for never hesitating to help one another. Thank you for always speaking your mind and for being wonderful animal advocates. I know you all will be absolutely amazing. Thank you and congratulations to the class of 2023.
Thank you, Brooke. Now we would like to recognize our veterinary nursing graduates. I invite Dr. Chad Brown, the director of our veterinary nursing program, to come forward to read their names. As these veterinary nursing graduates step forward onto the stage, they will receive their veterinary nursing pin from Holly McCaleb, instructional technologist in our veterinary nursing program. The pin she will give to the graduates symbolizes their entry into the veterinary nursing profession.
Veterinary nursing graduates, please come forward as your name is read, and be sure to bring with you your program that has the veterinary technician oath. You will join Dean Reed and Holly on the stage, where Dean Reed will congratulate you and Holly will give you your pin before you take your place on the risers. First, we recognize two graduates who have earned an Associate in Applied Science degree. Kim McCrae. Carolyn Goslow. Now we will recognize our Bachelor of Science degree recipients who have graduated today. Kimmy Cole. Aubrey Donica. Michaela Gohagen. Justine Henderson. Madison Kelly. Julia Lehman. Shauna Mariotti. Marisol Martinez Calderon. Madison Owens. Michaela Powell. Alexis Scherer. Kelsey Stoughton. Anastasia Sweet. Brooke Toriani. Brooke is receiving the Outstanding Veterinary Nursing Award for outstanding academics and excellent clinical skills. Brooke also received an engraved pin as a thank you for her leadership as the president of the Veterinary Nursing Student Organization. Kerrigan Williams. Olivia Williams. Graduates, your charge is to set the visible standard for what a Purdue University veterinary nurse is and does. In so doing, you will pave the way for all those graduates who will follow behind you. The future of the veterinary nursing profession is placed into your hands. We trust that you will serve it well. Now, we would like our class to pose for a photo. After the photo, please remain on stage to recite the professional oath. Please join me in congratulating our veterinary nursing graduates of 2023.
The recitation of the veterinary technician oath of ethical conduct symbolizes your acceptance into the veterinary nursing profession. The oath signifies our high regard for the ethical standards and legal regulations governing the practice of veterinary nursing, our strong commitment to the highest standards of patient care and client service, and our dedication to the animals that we serve. At this time, I ask Paige Allen, Assistant Director of Veterinary Nursing and Recruiting, to come forward. Paige was selected by the students to lead them in reciting the veterinary technician oath.
Thank you, sir. Wow. Congratulations, you guys. I'm super excited. I'm supposed to follow the script. I'm not looking at it. I'm really proud of you. We've had a tough haul, and I'm so proud of you. And I know you're going to go do great things. Everybody got their oath? All right. We ask all of our graduates and all of the veterinary nurses and technicians in the audience to please stand and recite the oath with us. I dedicate myself to serve as a member of the modern veterinary team, as together we serve the needs of mankind, animal welfare, and our community. Working in a clinical practice, research, or industry, I will faithfully abide by all laws, regulations, and ethical codes that govern veterinary technicians. I will conduct myself in a manner which inspires the respect and confidence of my employer, colleagues, and the public. I will seek the mutual exchange of counsel and assistance with the clinical staff when it appears that the quality of service will be improved. I will strive to better my skills by keeping current my knowledge of new methods and ideas, and by maintaining an open mind. Since the veterinary technician is a member of a professional team entrusted with the responsibility of the care and well-being of the animal kingdom, I make this oath with utmost sincerity and devotion. Congratulations, everyone.
Thank you, Paige. And congratulations again to our veterinary nursing graduates. Now, it is my privilege to address the graduates of our Doctor of Veterinary Medicine program after they leave the stage. Hey. Doctor of Veterinary Medicine graduates, 4 years ago, you were welcomed into the Purdue University College of Veterinary Medicine. Today, your class becomes the 61st Purdue DVM class to celebrate commencement and take the veterinarian's oath. That realization should be a great accomplishment to you. 60 classes of Purdue DVM alumni have gone before you, equaling over 3,500 veterinarians who have demonstrated that their Purdue education prepared them to succeed in one of the greatest professions on this planet. Now, as members of the class of 2023, you are ready to build on that legacy and demonstrate anew that Purdue University trains the best veterinarians an animal owner could ever find. I also want to thank you for the significant role your class has played as active and supportive participants in the life of our college. Through your own personal commitment and hard work, your consistent and persistent effort during the pandemic to protect the health and safety of yourselves, your fellow students, and our faculty and staff, as well as your willingness to work together and pursue goals beyond individual success, you have accomplished much. Our faculty members have witnessed your transformation from junior colleagues with high ideals and aspirations to full-fledged veterinary professionals. Now you possess the academic knowledge and technical skills required to be clinically competent, and you have gained an appreciation for the veterinary profession as a whole and its vital role in society. You understand your responsibilities to the profession, to your colleagues, and most importantly, to the people and animals you will serve. We believe that you are indeed ready to assume your new role as veterinarians. Welcome to a great profession, and best wishes to all of you for long, productive, and very enjoyable careers. And at this time, I would like to give a representative of the DVM class of 2023 the opportunity to offer a formal class response. The person who will do that and fill that role today, as selected by her peers, is Dr. That sound good, right? Dr. Lacey Goldsmith. So, Dr. Originally from Winston-Salem, North Carolina, Dr. Goldsmith earned a bachelor's degree in animal science from North Carolina Agricultural and Technical State University. While at Purdue, Dr. Goldsmith has served in many leadership roles in student organizations, both internal to the college and nationally, including veterinary students as one in culture and ethnicity or voice. The student chapter of the American College of Veterinary Pathologists and the student chapter of the American Veterinary Medical Association. After graduating today, Dr. Goldsmith will be pursuing an anatomical pathology residency at the University of Wisconsin in Madison. Her long-term goal is to work as a pathologist at the CDC or for the USDA, and that's a wonderful goal to be a pathologist. So please join me, Dr. Goldsmith, to this stage.
Okay. There are two things that I must do before we start this wonderful speech. First, as many of you see here, there's this stuffed thing. This is our class mascot that has gotten us through a lot over the last 4 years. His name is Peter. Sam made his cap and gown, so thank you, Sam. Wow, he looks like he's dying. Okay. Secondly, I would like to break the news that this speech, according to the email I got, was supposed to be 3 to 5 minutes. Well, after rehearsing last night, it is not 5 minutes. But please bear with me. So with that out the way, first I would like to thank all the PVM faculty and the family and friends that have come to celebrate this huge accomplishment with us. We would not have made it to this milestone without you. And secondly, I'd like to say congratulations to my classmates on achieving this degree. Troubling waters we had to wade through, but we made it. Look at us. Who would have thought? Not me. For those of you that do not know, to be selected, well, he just told you, to be selected as a speaker, you must be voted by your classmates. And many of you may be thinking, oh wow, she must be this inspirational person. And I am here to tell you that is indeed not the case. Being inspirational is not what landed me in this position. It has been my ability to make jokes at the most inappropriate times and being a little too outspoken, which are characteristics I owe to my father. He's somewhere in the back over there. Oh, there you are. Hi, Dad. So after 40 days and 40 nights of you guys asking me about this speech, I present to you my final assignment of vet school. Let's hope I pass. All right. So when I entered into this program, I wondered if I would get along with my classmates and dealt with the nervousness of starting a new chapter away from home and family. And during the first year, I got to know my classmates very well as they had to see my wonderful face every day, especially in the cold room of 1136. And what I quickly learned was that although we all had different personalities and came from different places, we all seemed to be oddly similar. And this was shown through our ability to work together during struggles and ability to laugh to keep from crying. And these attributes have placed us in the Hall of Fame as the best class. And if anyone disagrees, save the drama for your llama. And in just 1 year of this program, I learned 2 truths. One, you can get further in accomplishing your goals when you embrace the community of people around you. And 2, it is true when they say, shared traumas bring people closer. Some of my classmates and I's favorite shared traumas that have been listed out to me over the last few days has been when Dr. Coutil shook the table a little bit with the equine assignment grades and the group chat exploded. When Sean had to eat the world's hottest chip because in front of the class because the Jets, I believe the Jets just wasn't good enough football team. It's above me now. My favorite, and I love this woman, when Dr. Messick emailed us right before our exam because she was concerned that we didn't know the different types of diarrheas. We are pros now. Honorable mention, Gabby. When we went to Brazil, and Gabby sprayed herself with Raid for 2 weeks because she mistook it for fly repellent and was trying to make sure we didn't catch leishmania. She's going to be an amazing vet. And the one time where somebody that will not be named deleted the Google Drive. And luckily, with the help of David and his computer skills, we were able to retrieve all of that data. And even through these funny and traumatic times, my classmates have shown me that I could always lean on them. For example, when I got sick and my classmates came together to take care of me and to supply me with notes from the lectures that I missed. When I was at my lowest mentally and there were people that would check in on me like Zenobia. When I questioned my intelligence and lacked confidence, there were people to speak life into me like Sam and Akilah. When my anxiety began to worsen a bit, there were people like Megan Greibel to give me, I'm going to start crying. She gave me tips to overcome it. And lastly, the Quizlet Avengers. They know who they are. Coming to save the day before exams and carrying the class's education on their backs. Big thank you to you guys. And even with the ups and downs of the last 4 years, the gift that I appreciate the most from my classmates has been their continuous support of each other, the shared and unhinged level of sarcasm, and ability to rise above the constant and changing challenges we had to face together and individually. And with this gift you guys have given me, it has allowed me to grow in this area that I feel has hindered me for a majority of my life. And that has been the ability to face my fears. You guys have helped me to feel comfortable when I would make mistakes and grow from them. When I didn't know something, you'd take the time to teach me. When I was afraid to try new things, especially on horses. Shout out to the horse girls. You were there to help me. And now, because of all of you being your individual and perfectly created selves, I'm able to go forth and meet my challenges head on and grow from them. And so, here's for the big surprise. As a token of my gratitude, I made something for you guys. Now that we are all going on our different paths, once we leave these four walls, we will no longer be in the halls together crying and complaining to comfort each other when the going gets tough. So there are envelopes that are attached to your seats, and they're supposed to have your names on them. So figure that out. Inside of them, they look so stressed. All right, moving on. I've placed in there affirmation cards. And when you read these affirmations, I want you to imagine our class mascot saying them to you while he pats you on the back and tells you that he believes in you and therefore you should too. And as obligation for any good speech, thank you, Dr. Craig, for telling me how to write a speech. I'm going to leave you with this quote. If you surrender to the wind, you can ride it. And for me, this is a reminder that no matter the waves of life, however peaceful or raging they can be, with the right mindset and people around you, you can overcome it all. I'm super proud of each of you, and I truly hope that you feel proud of yourselves today because you deserve it. And instead of saying goodbye, let's leave it at see you later, because you guys are not getting rid of me that easily. Thank you.
Very good, Dr. Goldsmith. Thank you. Members of the class of 2023, we are so proud of you. And thank you for the many contributions you have made to the college. We hope you will plan to come back and see us often. Dr. Salisbury will now introduce our newest class of Purdue veterinarians. A number of these graduates have also received awards, which will be announced as their names are called, and they come forward to be recognized. So, Dr. Salisbury.
Doctors, as your name is announced, please join Dean Reed on the stage, where he will individually congratulate you before you take your place on the risers. Sarah Bailey. Dr. Bailey is receiving the Indiana Association of Equine Practitioners First Place Award for exhibiting the highest proficiency in equine medicine and surgery and displaying the highest degree of professionalism. She is also honored with the DECRA Excellence in Equine Sports Medicine Award for exhibiting above-average proficiency in the diagnosis and management of equine sports medicine cases, including rehabilitation and lameness disorders, and for her interest in regenerative medicine. Jessica Banks. Alexander Bednar. Dr. Bednar is receiving the Comparative Ophthalmology Award for outstanding performance in comparative ophthalmology. Additionally, he is honored with the Bastian Award for demonstrating empathy and exceptional care to canine patients. Megan Bolger. Dr. Bolger is receiving the Indiana Association of Equine Practitioners Second Place Award for proficiency in equine medicine and surgery and displaying the highest degree of professionalism. She's also receiving the Indiana Veterinary Medical Association Award and the American College of Veterinary Surgeons Award for clinical proficiency in large animal species in recognition of her proficiency in large animal medicine and surgery. Caroline Bosler. Maya Brooks. Akila Bryant. And Dr. Bryant is receiving the G. Edward Cummings Compassionate Care Award for exemplifying compassion for animals and clients alike. Summer Burkeen. Courtney Burrows. Dr. Burrows is receiving the American Association of Feline Practitioners Award for demonstrating the highest proficiency in feline medicine and surgery. Sierra Carlis. Dr. Carlis is receiving the American Animal Hospital Association Award for proficiency in primary care. Molly Carr. Mia Chavez. Aishwarya Chitnis. Brad Signolani. Zenobia Clark. Taryn Condon. Olivia Consoli. Gabriela Diaz Rosario. Sean Donlin. Kennedy Irwin. Rebecca Fleming. Heather Fumia. Dr. Fumia is receiving the Shelter Medicine Program Award, which recognizes a student who exemplifies compassion for shelter pets, excellent interaction with shelter clients, and proficiency in shelter medicine. Malaysia Goldsmith. Dr. Goldsmith is receiving the American College of Veterinary Pathologists Award for Excellence in Veterinary Pathology, which recognizes exceptional proficiency and interest in anatomic and/or clinical pathology. Aaliyah Gore. Cammie Graber. Desmond Grimm. Megan Grybo. Ernest Harshman. Samantha Hatter. Megan Hoover. Dr. Hoover is receiving the American College of Theriogenologists Clinical Proficiency Award for her skills in theriogenology. This is the, sorry. Carter Huber. Nok Tram Nguyen. Molly Carlin. Tiffany Kotani. Lisa Kuo. Samantha Larkin. Dr. Larkin is being honored with the DECRA Excellence in Dermatology Award in recognition of her clinical proficiency in dermatology. She's also receiving the IDEX Award for proficiency in clinical pathology, which recognizes a student who demonstrates a strong understanding of clinical pathology and its practical application to clinical cases. Dr. Alicia Marino. Dr. Marino is receiving the American College of Veterinary Internal Medicine Certificate of Clinical Excellence in Large Animal Medicine. She's also receiving the Indiana Veterinary Medical Association Award for clinical proficiency in all species, which recognizes proficiency in both medicine and surgery across species. This is the highest honor bestowed on a fourth-year student. Juliana Martin. Alexandria Meyer. Gabrielle Miller. Erica Miller. Brittany Morris. Grace Norden. Jenny Oberhalman. Kiana Parjan. Dr. Parjan is receiving an award for proficiency in emergency and critical care that's sponsored by Zoetis and the Veterinary Emergency and Critical Care Society. Jessica Park. Jeremiah Patterson. Aaron Paul. Dr. Paul is receiving the Bob Rosenthal Senior Student Award in Clinical Oncology. This award recognizes a student who demonstrates proficiency in the care of veterinary oncology patients and aptitude in clinical oncology. She's also receiving the Indiana Veterinary Medical Association Award for Clinical Proficiency in Small Animal Medicine, which recognizes proficiency in both medicine and surgery. Additionally, she's being honored with the Central Indiana Veterinary Medical Association Award for Outstanding Client Communication Skills. Mariana Portello Bragan. Anna Porter. Stephanie Pralo. Owen Pulver. Alexander Ron. Dr. Ron is receiving the American College of Veterinary Surgeons Award for demonstrating academic and clinical proficiency in small animal surgery. Oscar Ramirez. Dr. Ramirez is receiving the American College of Veterinary Internal Medicine Certificate of Clinical Excellence in Small Animal Medicine. Megan Riley. Dr. Riley is receiving the American College of Veterinary Internal Medicine Certificate of Clinical Excellence in Small Animals and the DECRA Excellence in Small Animal Internal Medicine Award for her interest and proficiency in internal medicine, including small animal endocrinology. Jolie Rowe. Max Rowley. Elimar Ruiz Cortez. David Sanders. Jessica Skelba. Therese Schaefer. Nicole Schroeder. Rachel Swiger. Alicia Secules. Madeline Trowbridge. Dr. Trowbridge is receiving the Purdue Veterinary Alumni Association Senior Leadership Award. She was selected for the award by her classmates for demonstrating leadership through involvement in school activities, service to the community, and engagement in the veterinary medical profession. Alyssa Vasquez. Rashika Verdi. Evan Ward. Grace Wernut. Aaron Will. Dr. Will's being recognized with the 15th District of the Indiana Veterinary Medical Association, American Association of Bovine Practitioners Excellence in Bovine Veterinary Medicine Award for demonstrating exceptional proficiency and interest in bovine production medicine and surgery. Megan Winker. All right, I've got pages out of order here. I apologize. So Dr. Secules, I have to finish her awards. She's being honored with the American Academy of Veterinary Dermatology Award in recognition of her clinical proficiency in dermatology. And then Kristen Sequeira. Kelsey Sharp. Sorry, Kelly. And Kelsey Smith. Hannah Smith. Dr. Smith is receiving the Class of 1983 award. This award is given to a student who has overcome obstacles or persevered despite difficult circumstances in pursuit of the DVM degree. Dr. Smith was nominated by her classmates for this award. Wyatt Summer. Timothy Stolman. Julia Stone. Isaac Trainer. Dr. Trainer is receiving the 12th District of the Indiana Veterinary Medical Association Award, which recognizes a student who demonstrates excellence in academic performance, research, or service in veterinary public health and preventative medicine. Okay. And I can't see over there, but is there anybody else left over there? I can't see a thing. Did we get everybody? No? Okay. And Jessica Nelson? Jessica Nelson. And Evan Ward. And what about, is that it? Or there? I said Evan Ward. Yes, Evan Ward. The last three, or everybody's there? Okay. Well, I apologize for the mix-up of order, but you guys figured it out, right? So congratulations to the DVM class of 2023. Now I'm going to turn it over to Dean Reed.
Yep. Okay. Yes. And now, with our newest graduates, as well as our DVM faculty and all veterinarians who are in attendance, please stand. I have one last assignment for our DVM graduates. The veterinarian's oath is modeled after the Hippocratic Oath written by Hippocrates to remind those entering human medicine of their responsibilities. The veterinarian's oath is a solemn promise to serve the animal kingdom and society. So members of the class of 2023, in keeping with a vital and time-honored tradition in our profession, please join me, our faculty members, and other veterinarians here today in reciting the veterinarian's oath. Being admitted to the profession of veterinary medicine, I solemnly swear to use my scientific knowledge and skills for the benefit of society through the protection of animal health and welfare, the prevention and relief of animal suffering, the conservation of animal resources, the promotion of public health, and the advancement of medical knowledge. I will practice my profession conscientiously, with dignity, and in keeping with the principles of veterinary medical ethics. I accept as lifelong obligation the continual improvement of my professional knowledge and competence. So thank you and congratulations. So everyone please join me in congratulating the class. Hey! Okay, stay. So thank you. And now I would ask the veterinary nurses to return to the stage so we can photograph our entire team of graduates. Okay. Okay, students, you may return to your seats. Okay, find your seats quickly, please. In addition to acknowledging our graduates' many accomplishments and awards, we also want to take this opportunity to recognize several of the faculty, residents, and staff who have instructed and worked alongside these graduates. First, it is my honor to present the Katie McAllister Award, which is given to a resident or intern who demonstrates extraordinary compassion and empathy towards both patients and their families. This year's recipient is Dr. Miriam Bates, a resident in small animal surgery. So, Dr. Bates, would you please come forward to receive your award? Congratulations, Dr. Bates. The Elanco Veterinary Technology Outstanding Teaching Award is given to honor a veterinary nursing educator who has clearly communicated course content, facilitated skill acquisition, motivated students, shown and continued willingness to facilitate learning outside of a formal setting, counsel and mentored students, and served as a positive role model. The recipient this year is Patience Kaleka. Please come forward, Patience. Finally, the Wheaton Faculty Recognition Award is given to the faculty member who has made the greatest contribution to members of the current fourth-year veterinary class during their progress towards DVM degrees. The members of the DVM class of 2023 selected Dr. Andrew Wilcock, Associate Professor of Small Animal Internal Medicine, to receive the honor. But unfortunately, Dr. Wilcock could not be with us today, but let's acknowledge this honor that he's receiving with a round of applause. As we conclude this ceremony, I want to remind you, our newest graduates, that you will always have a place in the Purdue Veterinary Medicine family. I look forward to seeing you back on campus often. Our graduates now will recess to the back of the South Ballroom behind you, where they'll pick up a special gift from the Purdue Veterinary Alumni Association, as well as their awards. Then we'll invite all the friends and loved ones here today to join us in our graduation celebration reception, which is set in the South Ballroom. I also want to thank everyone gathered here and watching online today for sharing in this momentous occasion in the lives of our new graduates. But before we end, I'd like to make sure that we wish all of the mothers here a very happy Mother's Day. And I know that I speak for all of our graduates, that they are thankful for their parents, their loved ones, and other people special in their lives for all their support over these many years to this day. I remember calling our DVM graduates and offering them admission a little bit over 4 years ago, and that was a dream that was starting to come true. Well, today, that dream is real. Congratulations, everyone, and have a wonderful day.